Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Dorbin number 302 CB. This is a piece of 1 3/4 wide bronze return flange double hung wood window weather stripping. This is just about a 6-inch sample piece, just for purposes of this video. 1 3/4 wide. Let's take a look at that first. There is an image below this video showing how this material is installed in terms of what it looks like. There are rib strips like this, rib, with and without the return flange. Without the return flange is more common in my experience than with this return flange, but it's very likely that you have the return flange model. 1 3/4 wide, that's going to be obvious. Okay. 302 is representative of the profile of the item, and CB, that's just telling us that it's bronze material. This would be used vertically for your jambs, your inner and outer, upper and lower sash. Okay. The material thickness is 0.018 inch. 0.018. Let's go with some dimensional properties of the material, and let's study that as best we can on the tape measure. So you can see the tape measure saying that we're just or just right on at 1 3/4. Now if we study where the tape measure falls to where the first groove is, or where that return is, it's about 5/16 of an inch. Okay. Then starting from over here to the end of the material, you're about 1 11/16. The height looks like it's just at 7/16 of an inch. Okay. This is roll-formed material, meaning that's just the process by which this material is roll-formed or made. The material will be slit to width and then run through several stations of rollers that will, when it's all said and done, will produce this sort of shape. Okay. Now, this is one piece in a whole series of weather stripping for double hung windows from Bomber. The absolute best way to view this is to view the link below this video to the product catalog or to the full line. It's more of a product brochure showing this one page where you'll find the 302 CV system, or the link to the full product catalog, which we'll get to in a moment. Before we dissect the entire system, there's an option here that you have to select when it comes to nails. Now, nails are going to be ordered, just pulling up the notes regarding nails. Nails can be, this material can be ordered with or without nails. Now, Dorbin only sells the material in increments of 1 ounce. Each ounce has about 65 nails. Dorbin would tell you that they recommend, or they have told me in the past, that they recommend a center to center of 1.5 inch. Everyone that I talk to says that that's too close, maybe 3 inch. But your experience, or maybe your observation of the existing that you're going to replace, will lead you to determine how many ounces of nails you need. Now, let's say you needed 4 of these pieces, and let's say that you needed them to be 48-inch long. Let's say that you were going to use a center to center of 2.5 inch. You've got 48-inch times 4, okay, and all that's going to be divided by, I think we said 2.5 inch. Divided by 2.5 means that you're going to need 77 nails. Okay, so here's what you would do. You would decide to use 1 ounce, which would give you about 65, or you'd say, no, give me 2 ounces of nails, which is probably what you'll say. In that sort of event, you can order, let's see here, 2 of the pieces with nails required. So a total of 4 pieces. You're going to order 2 where you drop down your menu and say no nails required. Then the other 2 that you'll add to the cart will be nails required. That'll give you 2 pieces with no nails. 2 pieces with 1 ounce each is how that would be. So you'd have a total of 4 pieces with 2 ounces worth of nails. That would be the way to go about doing it. And you would use that logic regardless. So if you were going to get into a system of other pieces that you'll likely need, and you might, sills, meeting stiles, I would suggest that you simply take the total lineal run of all materials expressed in inches, divide that number by the center to center that you're going to use. That will give you the value. That's how many nails you'll need. So in this example, we had 48 times 4, that's 192. 192 divided by 65 told us that we were dealing with that quantity of nails. So 192, I said that wrong, divided by the center to center. In our case, it was 2.5. And then you would end up seeing that you're going to have 77 nails required, and you know that you've got 65 per ounce. So that's your logic. Now, there's a link below this video to a document called Product Catalog, I think it's called, and that's really just the one printable cut sheet, it's called. That's the one sheet tear that you'd pull out of the catalog itself from Dorbin. Now, what this does, and I do understand that it may be slightly intimidating at first, I suppose, but it's not. The bottom line is, on this page, they are showing the head section of the upper sash. They're showing at the top of the page. Jump to the bottom of the page. They're showing the sill section of the lower sash. Those pieces are generally the same item. Then you've got the meeting rail, the 2 nested hooks. So you've got the top horizontal, the bottom horizontal, now the middle horizontal of the meeting stile, all covered. Then all you need are your jambs, your outer and inner, or for your upper and lower, and that's what you'll end up having. So this client needed to replace on this order. This is just a sample, but the previous order was just a client who needed a couple of replacement jam pieces because they had become damaged. Was not required to replace everything. However, the 302 CB matched specifically the requirements that he had based on the existing material, so it worked out splendidly for him. Now what you'll see is that the head and the sill and the sashes are available in different sizes. Okay. On that left-hand corner, you'll get a cheat sheet that's going to tell you, like if you're dealing with an 1 3/8 or an 1 3/4 or a 2-inch sash, left-hand side lower area, Dorbin's telling you the part numbers that you need. Now, zinc is available and bronze is available. Your part number is 302C for this. Say B if you want bronze. Say Z if you want zinc. There's a significant price difference between the two. There's no doubt. And if you're doing a small quantity of material and you are literally just replacing some existing material, you'll probably just match exactly. If you're doing an entire facility and it's all from scratch, but you still are matching the historical architecture of a similar building, let's say on the campus, you might review both numbers because, again, the material cost is significantly different between zinc and bronze. Now, there's a link below this video to the product catalog where you can pull up everything from Dorbin that we sell, but you'll also a link to the website, which is a relatively new development for Dorbin, but the product catalog that I had referred to previously. And if you were to scroll to the rear third of the catalog, or the rear 15% really, you are going to find all of their zinc and bronze weather stripping in its original format. You'll find other additional materials such as the rib strips or the jam strips that do not feature the return. It's basically this less the return. And other bronze and zinc, for that matter, interlocking weather stripping, whose name, Dorbin, is actually quite synonymous with that product line because they are among only a couple of manufacturers that I'm aware of that still supply the material. And thankfully Dorbin does, because here in Chicago there's, who can guess how many wood original double hung windows exist? The number would be astronomical, basically. To continue to get useful service out of the window installation is crucial. Being able to repair the unit by buying by a very small investment in some return jam weather stripping is the first option, rather than replace the entire window. No, it's not as energy efficient as current material, nor is perhaps ordering all new windows for a home than just repairing the existing. So that's hard to say how to approach that. But the bottom line is this: Dorbin makes the material available, and grateful that they do, because we sell it all the time. The material's out there, and it's going to continue to be out there. And what I mean by that is you're going to have decades coming up where the windows will still exist, but you're also seeing new construction. You're also seeing instances where the installation, the facility, the building mandates the use of this material. An example of that would be in a large state in the American Southwest, their Capitol building is full of this material. The building was built in, between the 1870s and 1890s, and this building is full of bronze weather strip. A college in the SEC, they were building a new dorm on the campus, historically mandated to match the existing. Guess what? All bronze weather stripping for the windows. There you go. Anyway, if you have any questions on the Dorbin 302 CB bronze style weather stripping or any other Dorbin product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.